Hey, we're live. So I'll say indeed. And greetings unto you, beloved and holy friends. Thank you for joining us again on another conscious evolution. Another opportunity for us to show up for the last day of the year. How about that? The last day of the year. The day's almost over for me. Some of you friends might only be starting your last day. So we're going to be having conversations about just that. Tell us, Christian.
Huh?
Do you opportunity for us to that's my voice. Do you feel differently about the end of the year or is it just another day to you?
It used to be a really big celebration. No, it kind of mellowed out into just another day, which I think is fine.
Mm.
Kind of always wanted to see it that way as well, just for a little while, just to experiment. I think that the festive season is always very emotional.
Yeah.
Like everyone is going through a lot of emotion in a short span of time. We sort of like take everything we want to be feeling and then cram it into 1 week for the year, and we like reflect. I mean, it's inevitable to reflect at least a little bit, especially with something as ceremonious as end of the year, or a celebration of the new coming year. I think it's pretty freaking dope that we made another cycle around the sun. Like, that is definitely something to celebrate. That's dope as all hell. A rock hasn't hit us, or volcano hasn't exploded and killed everyone on the planet, or
We haven't nuclear warred ourselves.
we haven't nuclear warred ourselves yet. So, yeah, it's definitely things to be grateful for in that.
I feel you, man. Like I'm thinking now as well, trying to understand like is it something specifically to do with the fact that it's end of year or is it something to do with the combination of seeing family and actually having some off time to potentially think about things or
It's a very strange space to be in, depending on how you spend your holiday, of course. My best advice is if you could leave the country and go spend it somewhere else with your close loved ones exploring, that sounds like the greatest way to do it. It's also nice to be at home, get a bunch of friends and family together in one place. That also is fairly nice, just very emotional as well. Like old wounds sometimes open up. Sometimes new ones are still fresh in the air, and people don't always know how to act. Like everyone knows they have to be nice. This is the festive season.
everyone knows they're supposed to be nice. I think if I knew that, I didn't know it before until this year. Like it did have to dawn on me almost that I could try harder to just get along. I feel like this year showed me a lot of that, bro. Of almost like gritting my teeth and keeping my mouth shut just for the sake of getting to the next moment.
The tongue is silver, but silence is golden, dude.
Happy New Year's Eve. Happy New Year's Eve to you, Joy Vive. It's nice having you here, friend.
Sure, joy vive.
Joy Vive, bro. We were talking about you yesterday, Joy Vive. Christian was asking if you're still tuning in. I'm like, yeah. Told him about your progress in your yoga journey. Was this? Let's reflect on it in that way, Joy Vive. Was this the best year for you when it comes to your personal fitness? Has this been your best year of personal fitness?
It's been a damn good one, I have to say. Started rock climbing properly, signed up to the gym, bought my equipment, got my belay tag.
You still doing that?
Started gymming again for the first time in years.
Lifting
like
weights,
normal,
actually.
yeah. Did my first deadlift in a while.
Those compound moves are
They're
are
important.
good,
Yeah, you have to develop strength and muscle mass and those things, especially as you age. But I would say, yeah, I think this year was fairly good. How about you?
I didn't do anything other than dance on Wednesdays and do my yoga practice daily.
Yeah, but you do it daily essentially, so even 15 minutes has a massive impact.
It does. Hey, Ruep, I'm gonna go with Rupe. Rupe sounds cooler. Rupe Koiviranta. I haven't seen that name before, and you might not have seen me before. And now we get to see each other for the first time. Just as we're finishing the year, Happy New Year's Eve, friend. I hope this year was not unbearable. And if it was, don't worry, it's gonna end soon. It's been a fantastic year for my physical fitness. Next year will be even better.
Yeah, there we go.
Yeah, JV.
That's the mentality to have.
We're proud of you, friend. So
I'm also intending to do the same, man.
me too.
100%.
I want to get serious about a few different things, dude. I don't really like setting New Year's resolutions because I'm pretty flaky when it comes to stuff like that. But
Fickle.
this was a New Year's resolution, right? And here we are still to this day. I think that's why I'm now extra sensitive to choosing what new things I want to do. But I do want to practice more Unreal Engine, more Blender, maybe even get into code. I might even need to get into code a little bit. Just like learn how to ChatGPT code something at least, at the very least, to be able to do that, bro.
Good luck, man.
You don't think I'm capable?
I think you'll try.
You also think me to struggle, and I agree. I can think that too, and I'll be.
I mean, if you want to do it, you'll learn it, bro. It's just a lot of content.
True.
A lot of content is squashed into your brain. Wait, who's between me here? Puppy. Check out Carlos, bro.
Start sneezing.
I like him a lot. He's a derp.
He really is a derp, bro. Like I never actually got that expression that much.
He's a derp.
Trying to scratch his face, but like he's like, I don't think they can see him.
You know how most cats go like
gently over their face.
This dude is like,
he like pushes it against, and then it like clicks off, like it slides off of his face because his fur is like smooth. Can you say something? I've been saying something this whole time, I'm pretty sure.
Maybe his sound is on mute.
I'm pretty sure mine isn't. And I think other people would have said something. There we go. You can see Carlos now. That's Carlos. The black and white one.
Next to Shelby.
Next to little Shelby catter. Carlos didn't exist before this year. How about that for a consideration, bro?
To what? 2 months old or what?
He got born this year to Shelby. That's his mother.
Oh, what?
Yep.
Yo, he's huge.
Yep. His dad was probably a monster.
Yeesh, Shelby.
He's a big one. But he's so strange. He's such a strange cat. Like the way he moves.
Yeah, you little fur noodle. Oh, he's purring as well. Sheesh. Really giving it up today, huh?
This is the one you're calling Sylvester, right?
Yeah, he looks like Sylvester. But people have been adamant that he's in fact Carlos.
To me, it just looks like he's very high, or he's tripping out ceaselessly. Like the other cats have that kind of energy about them, where there's like tranquility and calm, and he's like,
it's a young male. Very pink nose.
Son of health?
Nah, just different.
Because he's like all white furred up in his little face there, dude. And got no pigmentation.
Shelby, on the other hand, has a black nose.
Yeah, she's a tortoiseshell, I believe, is a species. And I think you can see her white and black, and the way it printed onto him is quite interesting, that it just completely dropped the brown. You think that cat knows we're talking about him right now?
No, not a chance. He's hearing words come out of our mouths, but I don't think he has any idea that it has to do with him.
I am inclined to believe that too. Because if we start talking about skinning him and eating him, Like there's no reaction, right? I'm sorry that I had to say those words out loud, but still, I had to check, you know, with some
The
sort of
panic
exterior.
starts sparking in his
Exactly,
eyes.
just like starts
Wait, wait,
gripping the ground
what
and
do you
running
say?
away. I love the name. I love that name. His name is Carlos. Carlos is a cool name for a cat.
It's okay. I wouldn't have picked Carlos for that kind of cat.
You don't think so?
Nah, maybe a Siamese.
I can see that too. But Siamese has like more like a Dave kind of look to me, bro. If
Dave.
we're gonna go human names,
Yo, no offense to the Daves, but Dave isn't isn't a favorite name.
you don't like Dave?
No, it's too mainstream. Like
True.
Josh or George or Kyle.
That's a big one. What's the name you've met the most? Let's ask it like that.
Either Johan or Josh. Probably Johan.
Think I've met more Chris's than any other
Seriously.
name. But I am a Chris, and my dad is a Chris, and you are a Chris, and I've
I'm not
met.
really a Chris.
Yeah, true. You're
That
a
doesn't really count.
Christian.
We're talking like the name Johan.
Yeah,
No
exactly.
monikers. You
Just
are
having the name.
Christian.
I am Christian Stefan. Yeah, you are Christian, and my dad is Christian with only one A in his name. How about that?
Are you with two A's?
Yep,
Sus. And why do you
Christian.
have that redundant A, bro? What for?
Bro, ask my
For who?
parents too.
For
They
why?
were like, add extra A, just because it's on. It's not on.
On.
It's Estian. Ni Estian.
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 It's Estian. All right. Get camera off. Suddenly we lose half our viewers.
Why are we even here, man?
Love is true. Hey, I see Lozana's name, and I see hey, Rupe, Christian, Mal. Good day to you. Good day to you, Xiao. We love you. Christian, do you have pets? Question by JV.
Unfortunately not. I used to. But it's been a long time since I've actually had my own place. And I'd like to own my own place rather than rent before I have pets. And even then, it'll be quite difficult for me because I get attached very easily. So it's difficult for me to commit to an animal that might go away in a couple of years.
I feel that. But better to have loved than to have
Yeah,
lost.
yeah, I'm still probably gonna get myself a dog, a little puppy at some point. Maybe a cat too. We'll see how it goes. Pets are great. I have nothing against pets.
So
So
to say it in these words, Christian, is if you had to get a pet, you would be a good pet owner. I could say that.
I will. Thanks, man. I'd do my best. There was a hawk that just kite flew over. Oh, another one.
Look at Carlos just like stretch onto his mom's face. Like he was like both of his paws extended onto her little face. He's so lax. I mean, look at these two. Look at these two creatures. You see similarities.
Hanging out, being chill together.
Being chill with us, bro. Even
Liming.
my cats are 15. It's a commitment for sure. 15-year-old cat, though. Both of them. You got them at the same age, I'm guessing? That's awesome. Both of them have been along. I have two Siamese boys, Baba and Koji. Bless them. And their little hearts and all of the love that they've brought into your
Siamese are
life.
very intelligent cats.
Uh,
Incredibly cool.
apparently, they're pretty sociable as well. Right? They like people. Like getting close. You want to hit on that?
Yeah, sure.
You know how it works. Are you going to be able to reach there?
Yes, I think so.
Critters doing people things too. Oh, the cat petted the other cat. Nice. I think this is another good shot of the size comparison, maybe. I don't think it works if he's further away, though. These creatures we invite into our lives. Can I tell you a secret, Christian?
Am I a creature you invited into your life?
I mean, technically, yes. But the secret I want to tell you is that I actually don't like cats, so,
I am not surprised, bro. A lot of people don't.
and yet still they manage to crawl their ways into our lives. How is that possible? How can you actively not actually like something and still find yourself liking it sometimes? Right,
I think you do like it, bro.
that's some black magic.
I don't know why you identify as not liking it.
I think you should wait for it to cool down first.
I think you should shove it up your ass.
I think that's gonna hurt.
I agree.
This cat is looking at me like, "What are you doing?" I'm blowing on it so it cools down.
It's 100% a Sylvester, bro. Demented.
There's
Hey,
Sylvester goes.
friend. These dogs are chilling.
The
It
people
was
in this room,
extremely hot today
there
as
it
well.
goes, bro. Sylvester goes and lays down directly next to Piffy. Oh, feeling present. I've heard hogs to be symbol to view things from a higher perspective. That's a joke comment. How about that, Christian?
Say what now?
You seeing a hawk up there?
Oh,
Apparently,
well,
a
it was
hawk.
actually a kite. I don't know. Bird of prey.
Oh.
I wish I could say with certainty it was a hawk. I don't think it was a hawk.
I'm gonna take the reading anyway. Viewing things from a higher perspective.
Seek.
What would you see if you could see things from a higher perspective right now?
Probably a bunch of land. Thank you.
Welcome. If I could see things from a higher perspective right now, I would be watching how humanity is ready for change.
Oh.
How this year coming up, there's going to be a lot of things happening. There's going to be a lot of missions that arise that we might not have anticipated.
Oh.
All right. And instead of seeing this as a burden, I think humanity is going to step up to the plate, bro. And I hear you going like, humanity is an all-encompassing term, including a lot of people, and many of those a lot of people won't step up to the plate. Yeah, true, maybe, sometimes. But at the same
Maybe
time,
a lot of those people are satisfied with their lives the way it is.
at the same time, if you
Maybe they
aren't,
found peace
if,
for the first time in their lives.
if you aren't satisfied or at
Calm
peace
with
or
what is
calm
around them.
with what is around you, then
Loving, in fact,
you can change that.
what your reality is.
You can change things as well at the same time.
Yeah.
Adults do though. Kids don't fly kites anymore. Adults do though. It's true. Kids don't do a great deal many things. We had that conversation yesterday.
I'm sure
about,
kids are doing a great many things just in the cyberspace.
Yeah, exactly.
They're going to be progressing more and more towards that direction. Unfortunately, they have to evolve. This is the process of evolution.
Exactly. The conscious evolution we're going through. I do agree with the whole fractal of like playing in the mud, building sandcastles.
It's important. Very.
It is important, but at the same time, it's not something that most kids have access to right now in the same way, right? Like, think about the amount of kids living in apartments. Hey, Google, how many children in the world are living in apartments without access to a garden? Is there statistics on that? Not getting stuff straight off the bat.
It's not a very easy study to do.
Probably not. I'm sure there's ballparks. Over half the world's people, including more than 1 billion children, live in cities and towns.
Really? Only half?
Yeah. 1 billion children. That's a lot of children, Roblox is really big amongst kids, bro. Like, they are tuning into a world that I feel like we even wouldn't be comfortable with right now. Like, I can't for the life of me even try. Think about playing a game like Roblox. So
I have no idea what Roblox is.
exactly. Imagine Minecraft level graphics, but open world builder / um, server based, right? So not only can you build in that world, but you can make mini games with the characters and the assets, and it's super simple.
Sounds great.
It is awesome, but at the same time, it's
What?
so let's call it rife with everything, right? the the amount of access. Like think about it like
Is
this.
it? Can it really be the children's fault?
No, of course not.
I didn't think so.
But let me say it like this, bro. Like thinking from the consideration of to our family, the thought of having drugs available to you in school is like unfathomable to them while they were in school. To us, that's like pretty normalized, not even that big of a deal. And now to that generation, it's like they've gone even deeper. They've gone even deeper, even closer to, everything. Access, if you will. I feel very ready for some big changes, both personally and with cultural shifts. I feel this too. I think we're going to go through an age of awakening in a way we haven't been ready for, right? Like some things will start making sense to us that many people don't even think about, right? Think about that. Things will start making sense to people that they don't think about, where the amount of like hurt that is being almost like inflicted upon ourselves, churning forward, like we're gonna see such a duality. It's gonna be wild, and we're gonna have to choose, which part of the growth spectrum we want to be on.
I'll see you on the other side of the cyber wall, Estion, and be there hippieing it out.
The cyber wall, as in I'm gonna be on the side of the cyber, and you're gonna be on the side of the wall.
On the outside of the cyber.
On the outside of the cyber. You see, I get you. I don't plan on leaving indefinitely, right? It's just like a snorkel.
Bro, planting a chip in your head is leaving indefinitely. Never be the same person.
Bruh, I am not the same person I was yesterday.
Yeah, yeah.
Yeah, it's true. It's true. And again, I feel like at least with this live stream and us basically crystallizing who I am into the internet, people will be able to tell for themselves if I have changed in a way that is a microchip or that is self growth, right? Actualization, if you will. What does the most actualized Christian look like?
You don't want to know.
I do want to know because
No.
in the most actualized Melt looks hyper connected, right? Looks high bandwidth, looks high access. That is a level of self actualization that I do strive for.
For me, there's a lot of blood on my face and on my hands.
Self actualized Christian has no remorse, kills people, or kills his own food. How am I supposed to interpret what you said?
Whichever way you can imagine is more horrific.
Nature 6 gives us prayer hands. Don't give him prayer hands. Take prayer hands back. Actually, maybe she's praying for you. That makes more sense.
What?
What? Maybe it's him.
What are you talking about?
I'm just tripping you out a little bit, bro. There's a friend here called Nature 6.
Oh.
Same Z's LA. What does 2025 mean for you, friends? Both personally and cultural. Well, I think things will get even worse
No.
before they get better. But we might start to see signs of better. Yay. I think this might be accurate, LA. Even though Christian did say the same thing to me today, and I was like, no, isn't so.
no, that's
It's
no
not,
way.
it's not so. It's only going to get better from here.
Mm-hmm.
I am willing to acknowledge that there will be things that get better, right? And the things that are getting better, the things that are gaining momentum, the things that are drawing our human attention, right, do so for a reason. And we've been having our attention drawn to many different things over many different years. And as that attention kind of like consolidates on a shared vision of what the future should or ought to look like, I think that's where the signs of better will really start to shine. because we know that there's a better way. There are so many better ways, you know, like just thinking about the lack of, for me at least, the way I think of it, knowledge, right? You don't know about most of the people in the world, right? We know that there are 8 billion of us, or whatever, maybe 7.8 billion of us. And yet, that number, I feel, is lost on us a little bit.
You can't even
You
imagine it.
can't even imagine it, right? It's so far beyond our reference point that
There are a lot of motherfuckers on this planet.
and mother lovers, of course.
And yes, and mother lovers and other lovers. And
Oh,
it goes on.
it goes on. Everyone is here, bro. There is more everyone right now than there's ever been. How about that
Mm, you mean existing at the same time?
time? You know,
Yeah.
but there has been 110 billion, apparently. That's 110 to 120 billion human beings on Earth throughout our species' lifetime.
Yeah, that's about right.
And thinking about that number, again, unfathomable. But at the same time, thinking about those hundreds of billions of human beings collectively pushing you forward into this
Let's
world,
go.
into the new year.
Let's
Us, all of
go.
us pushing ourselves forward day after day. It's not an easy task, right? And I think, Christian, you, and I'm embellishing myself a little bit here right now, but you had a moment of like really acknowledging the value in that when you were in Bulgaria again, bro. Like how I relentlessly try and just, it's gonna be okay, right? I don't know any better than anyone else that it's gonna be okay, but I'm holding on to it like I'm
It actually starts tweaking.
we have to we have to hold on. What age did you come to South Africa? Good question.
uh, 6,
6 years old.
6, 7,
Do you know the year?
2001.
Yeah. Then you were 6. I was a 3-year-old doing 3-year-old things. I think we would have tried to kill one another if we were to meet at that age, bro.
Oh,
Especially if we had to share things. So
if we met at that age, I'd have a lot of advantage, bro.
you were 3 years older than me at least. It's like, you look at you, little man.
I can drown.
I will drown.
Oh.
Bro, don't, like, actually, I did drown as a child, bro. That would be too much.
I'm sorry, man.
That would be the one. No. I'm just meaning, like, in that scenario, not for me right now in this instance, but like my poor kid self starts streaking because he's like getting PTSD flashbacks or something. No, don't take me right to the water. I think the things will get, yeah, bless again. I trust in the connection that we have with one another and our willingness to show up with each other. What does 2025 mean to you, Zhao? What does 2025 mean to me? To me, it means the number 9 for 1. So this is the year of completion in that way, right? So I do want to get some things done. And there's a few things I want to get done. And I want to feel good about those things, in a way that I can only if I show up. I do think I have a pretty interesting relationship with effort. Right? I'm very willing to apply effort, but I'm not always willing to apply that same effort. And I guess that's the way it's supposed to work, but it is something that I feel bad about, right? I feel bad about the fact that I cannot just ultra machine man always indefinitely. And I don't know if I'm feeling bad about that because of my own nonsense going on inside my head, or if there's a reason for it in the outside world. And I want 2025 to be another year of showing myself that I am capable of doing things. Yeah, you laugh, bro. This year, I had 3 festivals visuals that I did. If I said, "Oh, I want to start a business and do visuals for 3 festivals," you would have made the exact same sound. So
I'm just saying, bro. 3 years advantage does give you foresight into the future. I am. I remember I have this vivid memory of us in the Baki, bro. And I remember saying, I can't wait to be there for your breakdown. Do you know? It's like sobbing in the shower.
I am turning 27 as well
Yeah,
next
get
year.
afraid, bro. Get very afraid.
So like double nines at the same time, getting completion. Like I might die, bro.
You're not gonna die.
I might die.
You love life too much.
You have to love me extra, friends. I might die any second. No.
Oh, shut up.
Nate 6. Is that Nature 6? That is a cool way to say it. Kate, again, Happy New Year to you, dude, dear friend. It's nice having you here. What a blessing. I think I'm going to end this one, and then we're going to do a little horizontal one so we can have more picture in frame. And I do want to do both just to really consolidate this last day of the year. Do join me for the next one. I love you, friends.
Bye.
Goodbye for now.